Well, we can even like start kick off with the A level stuff. It is a huge jump from GCSE to A level, isn't it? So
Absolutely.
obviously I know the biology perspective because I've done my Bridge the Gap course for biology, but you have done the chemistry Bridge the Gap course. Can you tell us a bit about that side of things? What can they get from their Bridge the Gap course, and what do you recommend for A level students?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of getting ready for A level is, well, it's all dependent. If you've done dual award, so if you've done combined science, then you've got a little bit of sort of catching up to do, where Bridge the Gap is, I would say absolutely essential. But it's even when we've done triple, you've got that big gap anyway between finishing your GCSEs and starting AS level.
Mm.
Yes, of a break and all the other things, but if you don't keep on top of it, you do forget it. And
Yeah,
it is in at A level. There's a tiny bit of atomic structure, but even at A level, sorry guys, you're going to learn that electrons don't actually go around in those nice neat circles.
no, no.
Right, right from the off, you're building on new content. The maths level of it increases quite a bit.
Yeah,
You've
same with biology. Yeah.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got a maths substance pretty much straight away as well. And that's, it's quite maths heavy.
Mm.
Um, but in any sessions, anything that I produce, my maths is not the greatest. And so therefore I have to really break it down. But if I can get through it and muddle my way through it, then anybody can
And that,
can follow
yeah,
me.
and it's really good to have that acknowledgement that, we're not all perfect. We don't all like marvelous maths people and things like that. So the fact that you actually break it down just benefits those students even more, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
simplified.
And there has been and there will be students that I work with that will go on and sort of, if you look at grades, achieve greater than I did back in
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
levels. But I think it's about the ability to unpick things. If you can lock in those basic things, you can pretty much unpick anything and then build those skills back up again.
Yeah, yeah. Because I always find when I'm tutoring chemistry, I always really focus on that first module of the atomic structure and understanding that because everything to do with chemistry is linked and understanding how atoms work and how they interact. And so it's so important to know the
Yeah.
foundations to then,
Atoms and electron structure, you can understand why they're as reactive as they are, the way that they bond, what they'll build into. So
yeah,
yeah, it is, the fundamentals are fundamental and it really does need to be solidified to
yeah,
move on to the rest of it
yeah.
because it does quite quick.
Yeah, well, yeah, you've got to do, especially at A levels, you've got to do that extra work behind it. And that's where, even if you're in a school environment or home ed, working at home and that, but if you're in school and you have those lessons and you need to have that extra support, your A level chemistry course and all the courses really complement and
Yeah.
provide that stability and that reassurance that you can just go and watch that video again and just learn, or even get ahead. That's
Yeah,
always another good
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah, because I do always start right at the very basics, and for some students they'll have that, but for the ones that haven't or you've forgotten, I always start right at the basics. This is the simplest type of question you'll get,
Yeah,
and then we build it up. So if you've forgotten, if it's a refresher, or if you want to get ahead, you probably still can follow what I've produced and get ahead, and then
yeah,
hope
that's
not
definitely.
much shock in lesson and in that bit more faster paced environment,
Yeah,
because things obviously that we're producing and that you offer, it's great because students can go back, they can pause the video, rewind the video. What did she say? Can you just say that
yeah.
again?
You can't do that in a lesson. Just like, hang on,
Oh, you
pause,
can.
pause. Yeah,
Just pause there a minute, please.
yeah, could you repeat that again? But obviously, it was in that class environment as well. You might feel a bit, you don't want to put your hand up and ask, oh, could you just go over that again? So having these courses, you can just go, right, I must remember I will watch that video when I get home.